Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is week 3 of my weekly comic book day reviews where I go over all the new comics I got and tell you a little bit about them. Stick around till the end of this video where I'll show you a valuable comic find that I came across the other day. So as always, let's pull out these comics and get the bag out of the way. Alright, let's get into these new comics. So first off, from DC Comics, that's right, I'm gonna keep trying here with DC. I have DC Future State Swamp Thing #1. So if you remember in last week's comic haul video, I got the next Batman #1 and Dark Detective #1. Those are both pretty expensive, and I actually found out that every issue of those two series are going to be around $8, which is kind of hard to afford, and I also know that Future State is ending in a few months, so I'm thinking I'll try to get into DC a little more when Future State is over, and I heard good things about Swamp Thing, so I decided to try it out. So this issue is written by Ram V. I'm not sure if he's done anything for Marvel. I know that he was supposed to have written an Empire Thor tie-in, but that got canceled. This Future State Swamp Thing miniseries is leading into an ongoing Swamp Thing run by him. Yeah, I'll see how this issue is, continuing with the Future State stuff. Alright, next up guys, this is a big one. This is King in Black #3, the big Marvel Venom event going on right now. As you can see, we've got Null battling Thor on the cover there. I'm excited to see how that turns out. Donny Cates is the writer on this, and art is by Ryan Stegman. They've had an amazing run on Venom recently. It was just announced that right after King in Black, their run is ending with Venom Legacy numbering #200. It's going to be a big oversized issue by them and some other Venom artists that have been on for Donny Cates' run. I'm sad to see it wrapping up, but we're definitely getting some climactic stuff going on in King in Black right now. We'll see what happens with this issue. This is issue 3 of 5. We'll see where King in Black turns out. Alright, next I've got Avengers #41. This is written by Jason Aaron, art is by Javier Garrón, and this is part 2 of the Enter the Phoenix storyline. We got the first part in the last issue. The Phoenix Force has come back to Earth. That's a huge deal. If you don't know, the Phoenix Force is this cosmic entity that looks around in space for a host. It's come to Earth multiple times and caused Earth's heroes to fight over who's going to be the host and what to do with the Phoenix Force. It's caused a lot of problems in the Marvel Universe before. If you've heard of the Avengers vs. XMen event, that centered around the Phoenix Force. So last issue we got to see all of these heroes and villains in this competition for the Phoenix Force. So this is different than the other times it's come to Earth. This time the Phoenix Force has picked out all of these worthy hosts, and they're just fighting each other until one host remains standing. Jason Aaron has been doing a lot with his Avengers run lately with the Age of Khonshu story arc. I know a lot of people didn't like that, and it was a little over the top, but I'm excited to see where this goes. I really don't know what direction Avengers is going in right now. I don't know, maybe this is leading to a big event, or this is the big event. I'm not sure. We'll see. I'm excited to read this next issue of Avengers. Alright, now I've got one X-Men comic this week. This is X-Force #16, written by Benjamin Percy, and art is by Joshua Cassara. They've been a great creative team on this series. If you saw my top 10 comics of 2020 video, I think I had this in 2nd place. It's basically Krakoa's CIA division team. There's a bunch of great characters on this team. We've got Wolverine, Colossus, Domino, and a bunch of others. The mutants are still dealing with some of the fallout from 10 of Swords, which finished up about a month ago, but I'm glad to see X-Force doing its own thing and following its own storyline again now. Like I said, X-Force has been great. They've been battling Xeno, this scary organization that's anti-mutant, and probably we'll see more of that in this issue, but we'll see how this turns out. That's X-Force #16. Alright, and since it was such a small week of comics, I think I only got 4 there, I wanted to show you guys another thing that I found in one of my back bins recently. So I think this is worth a decent amount of money. I found Spawn #1. Yes, this is a first printing. I immediately put this in a bag and board. If you don't know, Spawn was one of the very first Image comics ever published. I think it was the 2nd one published. This original Spawn run is written and drawn by Todd McFarlane. This issue was published around early 1900s. Spawn is still going today. Todd McFarlane's still writing it, but I think he has different artists on now. He can't draw the book all himself. And yeah, this is a big issue. Maybe I'll try to sell it off at some point. I'm excited to have found this, but yeah, it was just in a bin of old comics. I don't really know the deal with collector's terms and things like that, but I think this is in pretty good condition. It looks like there's a few like ticks on the spines and little parts that you can see the comic has been worn down. But there's no crazy like stains or anything. It seems to be pretty good. You can see there on the spine there are a few creases and spine ticks. I used to go to Salvation Army and there would be like $1 comics on the shelves when I was really little, and I'd just pick up whatever and read all the comics when I was first getting into them. Maybe this is from that. I really don't know when I got it or where, but it's crazy. Yeah, I'm glad to have this issue. It's definitely a collector's item. Alright, so that's all my comics for this week. I know it was a small week, but I still hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're not already, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below on the right side of this video. There's a big red button. You can also hit the notifications bell, and you will be notified every single time I post a new video. I'm putting out these comic book day reviews weekly, and also some other history and comic lore videos I put out on weekends. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll sign off for now. Bye guys.